Hi, welcome to Cooking with Emily. Today we're going to make challah, which is a Jewish bread that is traditional that we serve on Shabbos, which is a holiday to celebrate the end of the week. And the day of rest. So first we need a packet of dry yeast, and we are going to let that dissolve in 1/3 of warm water. So why we do this is that this activates the yeast, so it will let our challah rise. So we're just gonna stir this around for a bit, and we're going to add the sugar.
And we need the sugar because
Yes, I know. We need the sugar because it's like food for the yeast. See, the water is activating the yeast, so it's like drink. Sugar is like the food. So we're gonna let all this dissolve until there's like bubbles on the surface. So I waited a few minutes and I'm starting to see bubbles in the yeast, which means the yeast, it has activated. So we're going to add 2 eggs. See, it's good to have your ingredients with you before you make your, before you bake or you cook, because you don't want to go back and forth. So it's good to like prep your ingredients before you make everything. So I cracked in 2 eggs, and we are going to whisk that in with the yeast and the water and the sugar. Now we're going to add salt. Right here we're going to have our teaspoons, which are here. Teaspoons, tablespoons, here. So we need 2 teaspoons of salt. Teaspoon. Right here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. And we're going to have another teaspoon of salt. And we're going to whisk that in. Now we're going to add oil. We have the same 1/3 cup. We have olive oil. Doesn't exactly say what kind of oil, but I'm pretty sure olive oil will do. So have our oil. Going to 1/3 of a cup that. Pour that in. See, all oil and water don't mix, so we're going to have to work with that, because usually in most recipes oil and water are in the same bowl, even though they don't mix. So we have that. And now we're gonna add the flour to like really make the dough. The flour is right here. So we need flour, we need about 1 lb. So we are going to add that in with our 1 cup, which I will get. This is 1 cup. We're going to add it like a cup at a time. So, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to add flour 1 cup at a time until it becomes like a dough consistency. So we're going to add this in and going to start mixing in this flour. It's starting to get, it's going to start to get doughy, so you might not want to use a whisk. So we're going to use a spoon to mix in this dough. See, challah is really, really easy to make. Like, you can make it at home. It's kind of like a, if you want to make like a quick bread, like, then this will be like a pretty easy bread to make. And if you want like any toppings on your challah, like all of that is welcome, like raisins, chocolate chips, stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to start kneading the dough, and that is what's going to, once it's like a doughy enough consistency, you can put your hands in there. See, this is a bread for people who are not afraid to get their hands messy. So, see, I'm gonna start using my hands here. Do we want to add any toppings? Yeah, toppings.
Chocolate chip challah?
Okay, yeah, sure. So we're going to make a chocolate chip challah. As many chocolate chips as you want. If you're a really chocolatey person, be my guest. Add more chocolate chips than there is challah. Yeah, kneading 2 or 3 minutes, and then you're going to, yeah, so I'm gonna sprinkle, and then you're going to put it in a bowl to let it rise. Half an hour? An hour or 2. In the bowl with a cover on it. It should rise like in a warm place.
That helps it rise better.
For about 1 or 2 hours. Hour or 2.
And then after it rises the first time, then you shape it, and then you let it rise another hour.
Yes. Shape it, then you let it rise another hour, and then you bake it. It's a long process, but to make the dough, it's quite easy. Don't worry, we are going to do a time skip. So, we have this dough right here. We are going to take a bowl. We have this bowl right here. We're going to take a towel and cover it up and then let it rise. Now that our dough has risen, we are shaping the challah, which means most traditional challahs are braided. So we are going to break this big piece of dough into 3 smaller pieces of dough. Like this. So now we have 3 smaller pieces of dough. It doesn't have to be absolutely even. So now we're going to roll this out with our hands. We would usually have longer rolls, but just for this we're going to speed up the process a bit. So you're going to stick each one together and you're going to kind of braid it to make a challah shape, like this. And so that is for shaping it. So now we're going to put it over here. Ooh, hot. And we're going to let this rise again. So after we shape the challah, we let it rise for another hour or so, and then we put it in the oven, and now we have challah. Hope you enjoyed. So, Mom, why is the music running?
Oh, yes, sorry.
I have begun rolling.
Oh,
Feel
sorry.
free.
No. Stop, pause. From this cabinet, yeah. Okay. And sorry, my brother is on a call, or my mom. Taste test.